Hello, I'm Jo Parkerson and welcome to the latest Dorothy Perkins podcast. First, thanks to the thousands of you who listened to the spring podcast and entered the competition to win a Dorothy Perkins shopping spree. Hopefully we sorted you out with some great new ideas and some fashion tips on what to wear this season. In this podcast, we're going to tell you more about our exclusive range of clothing called Plant More Trees. Dorothy Perkins has designed and created a range of t-shirts, vests, bags and wellies for the Woodland Trust, the UK's leading woodland conservation charity. Along with Dorothy Perkins style guru Marie Jones, I'll be telling you about our Plant More Trees limited edition range, which is now available to buy in Dorothy Perkins stores nationwide and online at dorothyperkins.com. For every item of clothing you buy from the range, money will be donated to the Woodland Trust charity. For example, £5 from the sale of every t-shirt, vest and pair of wellies will go directly to the charity, and £1.50 from the sale of the gorgeous bags, and guess what, £5 is enough to plant a new tree. This year, Dorothy Perkins wants to raise enough money from this range to plant over 40,000 new trees across the UK. Woodland covers just 12% of the UK, that's the lowest amount in Europe. Climate change is the biggest threat to our trees and wildlife, so we need to act fast. So here she is, style guru from Dorothy Perkins, Marie Jones. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jo. It's nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you again too. So let's talk about this range. Why did Dorothy Perkins decide to create it?
Well, Jo, it really came about from something that we did last year when the Dorothy Perkins design team came up with a range of T-shirts that were organic, that were printed with ethical slogans, one of which was Plant More Trees. The Woodland Trust saw this and picked up on it, and we actually used it last year to support the Woodland Trust. And so for this summer, we decided to take the whole thing a lot further and develop it into a much larger range.
So who's actually designed it then, and what makes it different?
It's designed entirely in-house by the Dorothy Perkins design team. We do have a graphic designer, and it was very much his project, and he felt very strongly about this. So the whole concept was his idea, from the slogan to the motifs to the colours.
And they're all, well, I think most of it's in front of me now. Just tell us about the range and what it consists of.
Well, it consists of a t-shirt and two vests with different designs on them. There's a little cute all-over printed t-shirt plus two placement prints. It contains a couple of shopper bags, which again 100% organic, and it contains the Wellington boot, which is our favourite, really.
We are loving the wellies. The thing that also stands out for me is that slogan t-shirts are so in this summer, and so it's great to have something like, you know, Plant More Trees.
Yeah, the whole political or ethical slogans are the key thing for t-shirts this summer, so it's great to fit in with that trend.
So as a style guru, Marie, what would you suggest that we wear these t-shirts with?
Well, denim's the obvious one to wear with it for this season. Skinny jeans or your shorts will look great, and especially bare legs, welly boot, fantastic.
It's a winner. And I haven't seen, without mentioning any names, other shops on the high street doing anything similar.
No, most people who are doing the t-shirts aren't really tied to any particular charity or anything. So it's great that we can actually use something, do something fashionable and contribute to this great charity.
And you mentioned that as well as, you know, money going to the charity, it's mostly organic?
All the t-shirts and the bags are all organic, 100% organic.
It's only the wellies because they're rubber.
Yes.
So let's have a look at these wellies. I'm going to pick one up now. These are fabulous. I mean, how cool are these going to look at a festival this summer?
They're going to look fabulous. It's absolutely the must-have thing for this year's festivals.
Yeah.
I mean, the British weather, you know, you're guaranteed some rain at some point, and you can't look better than to walk about in these lovely designs.
Long live the wellie, I say. And these are really cute. I have to say, I think actually this one's my favourite, which is sort of white and a sort of minty green with little trees printed all over
little
it.
oak trees on that sort of what we call conversational prints, which are very in for this season.
And back to the bag and this little badge, because we haven't mentioned that. It's just £1.
Yeah, a great thing to pick up on the till. It's nice glittery style badge and it looks great. Pin it to your t-shirt or your bag.
It does. It's a little green glittery leaf. Anything that glitters is good in my eye. And these bags, now, they look fabulous, but they're like a shopper style. So not only are you donating to charity and it's organic cotton, but if you use this instead of using a plastic carrier bag, you're also going to help the environment.
Definitely, Jo. It's something you can fold up, put in your bag to carry around with you. You know, when you come to buy something, instead of getting a carrier bag, plastic carrier bag, just get this out of your bag and put all your purchases in there.
I must start doing that. I really must. I'm definitely going to get some of these, so I'm not using any more carrier bags because it really bugs me, that does. So tell me about all of the items, how much they cost and where that money goes.
Right, all the T-shirts and the vests are £12 each. The shoppers are at £10 and the wellies are at £20.
And of course, Marie, every time you buy a T-shirt, vest or wellies, £5 goes to the charity, and it's £1.50 from the lovely bags.
And £5 plants you a tree.
That's a substantial amount. You've planted a tree, you've got yourself a lovely T-shirt, you've also helped the environment. That's absolutely fantastic. Marie, hold it right there for a second. I want to introduce Natalie Clark now from the Woodland Trust. Natalie, hello.
Hi there.
So for those of us that don't know, who are the Woodland Trust and what do you do?
Well, we're a charity which has been around since the 70s, and basically, just keep it simple, we both plant woodland and we also save and protect the ones that we already have.
Okie dokie. And why is it that trees are so important to the environment?
Well, trees basically are crucial to life on the planet. That sounds maybe a bit dramatic, but basically they store carbon, they give out oxygen, they're also habitats to loads of wildlife. So it's just vitally important that we protect those we have and, plant some more, really.
And why is it that it's now that it's important that we make a difference?
The UK, as I've already said before, is the least wooded country in Europe. So we're so short of trees. And I think now we're sort of looking at it in terms of, sort of the whole climate change debate. And trees have a real part to play there because they obviously absorb carbon. Also, woodland now is becoming really under threat because of climate change. So it's important we plant more to try and help it survive, really. There's many species that we don't know if they will adapt or even, if we'll lose many. There is sort of the carbon debate there that trees do absorb carbon, so by planting more trees we're sort of doing our bit, really.
And how will this Dorothy Perkins range help?
Well, it's fantastic. By buying a T-shirt, vest, you'll be giving us £5 direct to the charity, which means we'll be able to plant a tree. So literally every item you buy, we'll be able to plant a tree.
And what other projects are you working on?
As I said before, we both plant new woods, but we also protect those we have. And I think there's something like 700 ancient woods under threat in the UK at the moment. So we're fighting those through sort of planning procedures, but also trying to lobby government. Other projects, which you'll probably be hearing more about, we're part of the I Count Coalition, which is a group of environmental charities, and we're part of the Live Earth concert, which is happening later this year.
Very
so
exciting.
Hopefully you'll be hearing a lot more about us through that. Yeah,
definitely.
So it's all about really, although the trees and the carbon, going back to that really, trees obviously do absorb carbon, but it's important we start to do things as well. Planting trees is brilliant. Step 2, we need to start reducing, recycling, remember to put in those energy saving light bulbs in. So it's all things that we can do as well.
And finally, you look like a very stylish girl. You must be quite excited to be involved with this range. Which bits do you think you'll be buying?
It's been fantastic. I mean, the office has been getting crazy, working on this one. Everyone wanted to work on this one. And it's the T-shirt, and I don't know if it's because they're organic cotton or not, but they're really soft and they're also really nice and slim fitting, which gives you great shape. And also the bag, because what I'm going to try and do is remember to put it in my handbag, so when I go shopping I don't need as many carriers. So that's my aim for the summer, to try and remember not to take so many carriers, wrap this up and stick it in my handbag.
That's advice that we should all be following.
Yes.
Natalie Clark, thank you very much. Good luck with your work, and if you want more information on the charity, visit the website. That's woodland-trust.org.uk. So Marie, final couple of questions for you. In the past it's been quite hard to be ethical and look cool at the same time. Do you think that this range does that?
Yeah, I really think it does, Jo. As I said, we've aimed this at the festival goer. I think you've got everything you need here, from the welly, the T-shirt, right the way through to the bag. You've got the slogans on the T-shirts, the fashionable colours, right prints. Perfect.
And you are giving money to charity every time you buy something
so
as
you
well.
can also feel good.
So which bits will you be buying?
I'm definitely going to go for the welly. That's definitely my favourite piece.
I love the wellies. I love the wellies, I have to say that. And I also love the matching vest, which is, the white with the little mint green oak trees printed on. Really nice shape. That's going to be one of mine, I think. Marie Jones, style guru for Dorothy Perkins, thank you so much for being fabulous again. Now, you can buy the Plant More Trees range online now at dorothyperkins.com and in all Dorothy Perkins stores nationwide. And don't forget, every single time you buy an item from the range, money is donated straight to the charity to help plant more trees in the UK, and you can help today. Also, we've got an idea for a gift with a difference. From just £10, the Woodland Trust will dedicate a newly planted tree to you or someone special. With every tree dedicated, you'll get a card, certificate and map giving details of where your tree's been planted. Visit the Dorothy Perkins website at dorothyperkins.com to find out more. We've also created a special Plant More Trees website where you can buy the range, plus you can also visit our virtual wood where you can plant a virtual tree and discover fascinating woodland secrets. Trees are crucial to life on our planet, both for us and our wildlife. The UK is now one of the least wooded countries in Europe, and with climate change endangering our woodland and wildlife, we all need to make a difference. The Plant More Trees range from Dorothy Perkins means you can raise money for charity and look great too. So remember, buy online at dorothyperkins.com and in Dorothy Perkins stores nationwide now. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Jo, and I'll be back with another podcast next month.